Hey there, do you love taking pictures? How often do you get excited to see nice photograph? Do you realize how the camera works? In this lesson, we will introduce you to the basic concept of photography. But first, we will have to develop an adequate understanding of the history, concept, and principles of photography. We hope that this unit will open up to you the exciting world of photography, so let us begin our journey into this world of amazing photography. The learner explains the principles, theoretical, historical, and aesthetic aspects of photography. But before that, we must study the following words. 1. Photography. The art of practice of taking and processing photographs. 2. Camera obscura. Device consists of a box, tent, or room with a small hole on one side. And etymology. The origin of a word and the historical development of its meaning. Before we continue our lesson, let's have this pre-test. So all you have to do is write your answer on a separate sheet or your notebook. So 1. What is photography? 2. How did photography contribute to communicating culture? And 3. In what way did photography help document important aspects of culture? And give examples. Now I will just give you 5 minutes to answer this question. So let's have this learning activity. So it's just a review. So why do you love taking pictures? So you have to give at least 3 topmost reasons why you love to take pictures. Just write your answer on your notebook or your activity sheets. So lesson 1. The history of photography. What is photography? So let's answer. Photography is the art, application, and practices of creating durable images by recording light, either electronically by means of an image sensor or chemically by means of a light-sensitive material such as photographic film. This is the etymology of the word photography. So, photography was created from the Greek roots photos and genitive of phos, which mean light, and graphe, representations by means of lines or drawing. Together, when combined, it means drawing with light. So lesson 2 will be on the history of photography. So let's study the timeline of history of photography. So as you can see on the screen, 1029, the camera obscura is invented. 1685, the first portable camera was released. World's first photograph was captured in 1826 and the Kodak sells first its commercial camera in 1888. 1939, World War II helps shape a new style of photography. And 1948, Polaroid introduces instant image development. And 1991 to 2000, the first professional digital camera and first camera phone was released consecutively. Photography has come a long way in its relatively short history. So, in almost 200 years, the camera developed from a plain box that took blurry photos to the high-tech mini computers found in today's DSLRs and smartphones. So, ibig sabihin nun, 200 years, so yung camera, nagde-develop lang siya ng mga blur photos, black and white, na makikita pa rin naman natin sa mga DSLR and smartphones and effects ng mga cameras natin today. But, may mga bago ng mga effects and features sa mga camera ngayon. The first cameras. So the basic concept of photography has been around since about 5th century BCE. It wasn't until an Iraqi scientist developed something called the camera obscura in the 11th century that the art was born. Even then, the camera did not actually record images, it simply projected them into another surface or like walls. So the images were also upside down, through they could be traced to create accurate drawings of real objects, such as like what on the pictures shows on your screen. So look on your screen. So the first camera obscura used a pinhole in a tent to project an image from outside the tent into the darkened area. So it was not until the 17th century that the camera obscura became small enough to be portable. Ibig sabihin, noong 17th century, pinaliit siya para mas handy siya or madadala kahit saan. So basic lenses to focus the light were also introduced around this time. Photography as we note it today began in the late 1830s in France. So Joseph Nicephore Niepce used a portable camera obscura to expose a pewter plate coated with bitumen to light. This is the first recorded image that did not fade quickly. So on your screen is the first permanent images produced by camera obscura. So the art and technology of photography have contributed much to the documentation of human life. So photography serves or photograph serves as tangible and documentary evidence about the people, their way of life, traditions, and culture as a whole. So photography as an art records realities of life as well as illusions of geometry in landscapes, dividing it into lines, forms, textures, and values of light and shade. Photographs also serve as conveyors of news, works of art, and documents of historical events. Perhaps the most interesting role of photographs is that it serves to record family history and life experiences. What are the principles of photography? So the seven principles of arts and design in photographies are balance, rhythm, pattern, emphasis, contrast, unity, and movement. This form the foundation of visual arts. So, using the seven principles allows you to take greater control of your photographic practice. So, it's activity time. So, what you need to do is go to your SLM and in page 7, practice task, independent activity 1, you need to follow only the directions. You will be doing or making your own DIY or do-it-yourself camera obscura. Don't forget to document the results and process of making your camera obscura. We are done with the lessons for today. So what we need to do is to answer this post test. So fill in the blanks to complete the sentence. Choose your answer from the word pool below. So number 1, the word blank originates from Greek meaning drawing with light. Number 2, the world's first blank was taken by a French scientist Joseph Nicephore Niepce with a camera obscura in 1826. Number 3, blank is an important part of photographic camera, was known in the 5th century BC. 4. Earliest surviving photograph is View from the Window of Legras, taken by Blanc in 1926 or 1827. It needed 8 hours of exposure. And lastly, number 5, Blanc sells first commercial camera. So, that's it. For your assignment, be a photographer. So get your smartphone or your DSLR camera or anything and be a photographer today. So take snap of anything that you love to shoot. At least choose 2 of your best photos of the day and post it inside the box below. And remember to use the principle of photography. So ang gagawin nyo, i-send nyo sa GC natin yung output nyo sa assignment na ito. Let's check whether you answered the post test correctly. So these are the key correction of your post test. So 1, the answer is photography. Number 2, photo. Number 3, camera obscura. Number 4, nice for Niepce. And number 5, it's Kodak. So I hope you get 5 correct answers. So thank you very much. That is for today's lessons, but I will be sending you through GCs, or you may come into here in school to get your learning activity sheets. These learning activity sheets will supplement those lessons na nahihirapan kayo and hindi nyo nakuha ngayong araw na ito. And you will submit the output on a clear book or through GCs if you do not have materials with you. Thank you very much and have it.